morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mawa Library. Today we're here again to do our practice of yoga. And so as you sit for just a minute, however it is you've chosen to sit, cross-legged, legs extended, whatever works most comfortably for you, just see if you can sit up nice and tall, roll your head a little bit from side to side. Notice any spots that feel tight or tense or a little painful. Maybe tip your head just gently from side to side. And then as you bring yourself to neutral, head nice and level, hands resting either on your knees or to the sides. Ask yourself, what do you spend time thinking about? And as you breathe in and you breathe out, where do you put your awareness? As you breathe in and you breathe out right here, where is it you put your attention? And then think about what you think about. Is it positive, negative, neutral? And then think about what you hold in your heart. Positive, negative, neutral. And ask yourself today, from your practice, what is it that you would like to shift, to release, to refresh, to renew? So in the book by John O'Donohue, To Bless the Space Between Us, he has a very short little quote, and he says, "May the words you think and speak have the prophetic edge to enable your heart to hear itself." So whatever it is that you spend time thinking about lands in the body. And so ask yourself to think a word that's positive. Let your left hand rest on the top of your chest and then the right hand on top, and just create a little weight here. And tuck your chin slightly and let the weight of the top of the chest move down and away from the throat, so that whatever you speak to yourself, whether it be out loud or whether it be silent, is fulfilling and refreshing and renewing and restoring and healing and forgiving, and whatever other word, creative. As you take a big breath in, keep your hands weighted here. Let your shoulders just lift with the breath. Inhale through the nose and sigh it out. And then just do a little wiggle. Just wiggle gently side to side. Ask yourself, just like you open up a seltzer bottle when you turn the top or pop the lid and it fizzes. Pause here for just a moment. Let out anything that no longer serves you. So keep the hands heavy, keep the shoulders down, lift the chin slightly, feel that gentle stretch through the throat. Breathe in through the nose. And then sigh it out. And sink the shoulders down and tuck the chin a little bit and just wiggle. And then come to neutral. Inhale. Lift the chin just a little bit. Release the jaw. Soften all the way down the center of the face. Take a breath in. Sigh it out. Let the chin come down. Wiggle it out. Let your chin go as low as you can go. And then bring yourself to neutral and feel where, just from this gentle movement, you have a little space. Take your hands and you're going to massage them together. So your hands and feet hold a lot of energy. And we want to use that energy. And we're going to do a wide hand, flat hand clapping. And then shake it out and take your right hand and place it on your shoulder and tuck your chin right down in line with the crease of your elbow. And whatever you're holding on this shoulder, visualize that it's just going to flow right off and out your fingers. Let your arm be heavy on the left side of your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Let go of something that's taking up space in your thoughts, your mind, your body, your breath, your heart. And then come back to neutral, and we're going to massage again so we have some balance from one side to the other, and clap and shake it out and hand to the heart by just letting that arm rest right across the left side of the chest, and you tuck gently down and soften the shoulders. And whatever you hold on this side of your body, this shoulder, ask yourself to release it. Breathing in and breathing out, letting it rush right down your fingers. So roll your fingers up. Let your fingers tip down. Let it wash right off. Good, and then with this hand coming across, we're just going to gently reset the nervous system. Ask ourselves to slow down so we can be fully present in this practice today. Bring whatever it is that you did before you came to class and just hit the delete button. And then whatever else you need to do after the class, you just put it on the back burner for now. And you say to yourself, I am fully present in this moment. And give yourself permission to be present. To give yourself the gift of this hour as a time to refresh, to renew, to recharge, to relax, to release. And then pause. And just switch hands and rock again. And feel like you're just rocking your inner child, that little baby that's within you. And you're giving yourself permission to be who you are for the next few moments. And then when you pause and you come to neutral, we've been sitting for a while, so we're going to come off of our legs and we're just going to roll over. So if you're cross-legged, you roll to one side and come up onto your hands and knees. Line your hands so the wrists are in line with the shoulders and the knees are in line with the hips. And really tucking your toes now, just rocking gently. Tuck the belly up into the center of the spine and keep the back nice and flat. And then just begin to roll your head just a little gently from side to side. Just easing up the neck. And then coming back to neutral. Sit back if that's comfortable for you and just begin to rock out any tight feet, any tension that you're holding there. Releasing stuff that causes plantar fasciitis or poor circulation. And just rock it gently out. Feeling that stretch maybe through the bottoms of the soles of the feet, all the way up into the Achilles heel and the lower part of the calf. And then you lift up and wiggle your toes and pedal your feet and move your neck and make sure you're not tight. And then we're going to flatten the feet. Tops of the feet are flat on the floor, and I'm going to widen my knees, touch my big toes, and I'm just going to slide myself onto my forearms and let my head be an extension of the spine, and now I just rock gently here, giving a little movement through the hip flexors. Breathe. And then sliding your arms a little more. If it's comfortable for you, you can bring your head all the way down to the mat. But if you need a support and you have a yoga block, you could put that underneath your head. You can do one partake, create a little tripod, or you can bring your head down into the hands and rest them on the mat. You pick what you want that's most comfortable for you. And give yourself time to just reset the body. A child's pose is a very powerful pose for helping you to connect the front and the back of the body, to lengthen the spine, to extend through the arms and ground down a little more into the earth, to feel that sensation of connection, slowing down any busyness of the mind. If you can let your head rest down into the ground or into your hands, you ask yourself to release whatever thought becomes this predominant thought in your mind. Can you give yourself permission to let that go. And then when you're ready, taking a nice deep breath, slide your hands back to frame your face. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Since we're here, we'll do a couple of cats and dogs. So we inhale and we lift up and start small. And then you exhale and release the feet and curl the spine. And invite the spine to warm up, because we want to give ourselves an opportunity to begin to warm up, to create a little more flexion, to create a little more length and space, to allow the body to relax and lengthen. Breathe. Inhale. When you feel you're ready, that's when you deepen the stretch. If it doesn't work for you or you don't feel that today, then you keep it at a level that's good for you, because this is all about your own practice. It's not a competition. And as we roll up and we extend, then lift with the breath. Last one, curl it up. And last, stretch forward, lifting up, bringing it right back to neutral. Come right back down into any variation of a child's pose that's comfortable for you. And you breathe. And as you breathe right here, begin to notice shoulders down and away from the ears, relaxing around the eyes, softening the jaw, releasing tension in the throat. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, just rest. Tuck your hands by sliding them back to frame the face. Inhale, ripple up. Come right back up into your neutral position of table. We're going to step the right foot forward, teepee your fingers, tuck the back toes, give yourself a minute to rest here. See if you can feel that right side of the torso resting into the right side of the leg. And take a few breaths here. Use this to massage the internal organs right there. Take a breath. Let it go. And then release that leg, and we switch to the other side. So we have some balance right to left, and you breathe. Notice how this side may not necessarily feel the same as the other. Be mindful of the breath, inhaling and exhaling against the thigh. Feel that sensation of like a rubber band, a tight rubber band that's just slowly releasing. You don't want it to snap back. You want to give it a moment to soften. And then we'll use this to stand up. So we're going to tuck the back toes, lift up and step forward right into your forward fold, and just hang here. Tuck your chin and very slowly use your arms as a counterweight. Slowly and gently let your head come up last. Bring the breath up with you. As you bring yourself back up, see if you feel taller. Wiggle it out. Widen your stance a little bit. So heels are in, toes are out, hands to the hips, and now just roll around. So give yourself an opportunity to stir the pot. Really working those feet into your mat, ankles, knees, hips. Shoulders come along for the ride. We use this motion to lubricate the joints so the synovial fluid has an opportunity to move around in the capsules. And then when you release and you reverse the other way, take your time. Keep the breath moving. Don't hold your breath. Make it slow. And then when you come right back up to neutral, just tap. Tap, tap. See if you can bring your shoulders down. Tap. Try to keep the center of your body nice and level so that you're moving out of the way, but always bringing yourself back to center. And then we're going to tap the heel. Heel, heel. Keep the knees soft. Don't make it hard. We're still warming up. And then we're going to combine it. Toe, heel. Toe, look at something that's not moving. Keep your gaze locked on a spot that's not going to throw off your center of balance. Last one. Right, left, or left, right. And now roll it again. See if you can make it a little bigger. 2, 3, and then reverse your circle. 1, 2, 3. Come back to center, shake it out, wiggle it out. Come to neutral. Hip distance is 2 fists. So you should be able to adjust that stance. Toes are in alignment. Feet are nice and parallel. As you look at your feet, we're going to roll up, back, and down. So I want you to feel like you're pulling this straight up through the center. You're bringing it up, and you're rolling it back down. So take a breath. Inhale. I'm going to roll the other way. Roll it up and down. Use your arms. Inhale. Lift it up. Let it go. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse. Back, up, and around. And let it all go. Release whatever you carry in your head, in your thoughts, in your throat, in your eyes, in your heart, in your belly. Just let it all go. Inhale, lift it up. Let it go. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Stand for a minute. Notice what sensations you may have activated already. Now I'm going to keep my feet grounded and I'm going to shift. So as I shift, my knees are not locked. I want to feel the big toes grounding me down, and I'm going to begin. Now, I want to swing, so I'm right, hands right, left, gently. So think about all the things that take us out and down. People, disappointments, frustration, anger, the world, blah, blah, blah. But ask yourself, can I make a choice to move out of the way? Now I'm going to switch it. Opposite. Can I move out of the way of the things that I don't need to engage in? Breathe. Find the rhythm of moving out of the way. Good. And now we're going to add it. If you want up a little higher, and maybe a bend in the legs, a little bend in the hips. Take your time. And then pause and bring it down. And then when you slow it down, just like a pendulum, it doesn't automatically stop. It just brings gravity, brings it to a slower motion. And you pause and feel what's active now. Feel the center of your hands, the tips of your fingers. Feel the energy from the bottoms of the feet and up out the crown of your head. Tuck your chin down so the head's nice and level. Inhale, bring that all the way up. See if you can tap your fingers without looking at them. And then push away so you have more space. You have clarity to think a new thought. Rotate up. Keep the shoulders down. Breathe, tap, exhale, let it go. See if your legs are tight and see if you can soften them so you really still feel strong, but you're not hyper locking the knees or the ankles or the legs. And you're just standing in calmness. Inhale, lift up, big breath. Exhale, let it go. Now keep your hands in Tadasana so your wrists are pointing down. Feel that energy coming out the tips of your fingers. And ask yourself to visualize that you're at the top of a mountain standing just like this. There's nothing to distract you. It's calm, it's quiet, it's a little cool. The sun is shining, the clouds are there, they're moving around. It's effortless. So let your breath be effortless. Lift up with the breath, exhale, let it go. So we're going to pulse the palms. So we bring the palms in closer to the body. Inhale, lift out. But create a little resistance. Exhale, pulse it down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Feel like you're moving your arms against gravity, against the air. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pulse it down. Just come back to your letter A. Now feel that. Bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Feel your breath. Now, observe your head. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about anything? Do you feel calmer? Do you feel more relaxed? And then bring this down to your heart. Has your heart rate slowed down? Do you feel warmer? Do you feel any sensations activated? And then bring it right down to your belly. And now ask yourself, what do I need to digest so that I feel lighter in my torso? And it's not just the food we eat, but the things we ponder. We want to let that all go. Breathe. Good. I'm going to step wide, so I come a little bit wider. I'm going to slide my arms out. I'm going to look to the right and to the left and make sure my shoulders are down, my arms are extended. Belly button and lower belly right here from the lower belly button tucks in. Feel that sensation. Maybe you need to angle your feet a little bit. And we sink the shoulders down and roll. So wring out the washcloth. So we're moving stuff that we carry out. And we're letting it drop, like visualize water. You're going to drop it in and it's going to sink down to the bottom without an effort. Or float away. One palm up and the other palm down and just roll it out right here. Feel that coming up from the feet, out through the fingers, that sensation of the legs. And up and down and up. Last one, down. And when I bring it up this time, I'm going to bring it up higher. If it's comfortable for me, I can cross at the top. Now, I don't have to go all the way to the floor. I'm going to start gently. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep your gaze locked on something. If your eyes are closed and you feel comfortable there, that's great. Bring it up and down. Now, if you want more, you can widen your stance and bring it down and up. This is the beginning of preparing for a squat. But if this doesn't work for you, you don't go there. Breathe. Last one. Now, when I come up slowly, my hands are going to come right to my knees. And now I begin to rock the shoulders and the hips, moving into a diagonal direction, activating the 6 directions of the spine. Breathe. Now, if I want more, I can add the arms. But if I'm comfortable here, this is where I stay. So when I roll back, and my left shoulder's in line with the right knee, I can add an arm and stretch it out. Do I have to? No. It's your choice. Don't lock the knees. Feel that sensation of shifting. Good. Come back to center rock again. Keep the breath moving. Come back to neutral. Hang forward, curl the back, and just shake it out gently. Wiggle it out. Take your time, roll it up, head comes up last. Adjust your stance, feet are parallel. See if you feel taller. Now we're going to rock up and down. Now when you rock up, you have to say to yourself, I'm strong, I'm balanced, I am relaxed. You want to feel the sensation of coming up and down gently. Breathe. And then we add the arms. Fingers down, fingers up. Look at something that's not moving. Let the breath follow the movement. Let your toes activate into the mat. Up and down. Last one. Pause. Feel that. Good. Now we're going to work on opening up across the head and neck. So I'm going to take my, I'll start with my left side. I'm going to take my chin and bring it about 45 degrees down, tuck it a little bit. I'm going to take my left arm, and I'm not pulling the neck. I'm just letting it rest here, relax the shoulder down. Opposite hand comes to the back and slightly down to the hip. And I breathe. And I feel this stretch on this right side of my neck. If you're on the opposite side, it doesn't matter. And breathe. And ask yourself to release tension on that whole right side of the head, face, ear, jaw, neck, shoulder. Soften the arm. Keep the fingers soft. And breathe. And then slowly release that. And we roll opposite side about 45 degrees. Tip the chin slightly. Right arm comes up. Left arm wraps behind. Again at a little angle. Shoulders down and back. Breathe. This is great for releasing the neck, but also great for if you have a tendency toward headaches. Now release that and bring it back. Now the very first time you do something, you generally get, ooh, that's not very comfortable. Ooh, this hurts. This is tight. This is blah, 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 whatever. Second time you do it, your body says, oh, I remember. So when you do it again this time, do less. Soften it. Let the body stop fighting the movement of the stretch. Keep the belly tucked. Soften the knees. Relax the face. Maybe you have less work here. Breathe. Really pay attention to the spots that now feel different. Release this, and then we shift to the opposite side. Again, ask your body to stop holding stuff. And release that and feel that. And then the third time you do it, you begin to get a muscle memory. Feel what you feel. Ask yourself what still needs to be released. When you turn again and you bring your chin down, work even less. So just let your body remember how it feels. Open up, soften down, relax the legs, tip. Maybe you find it's less work. Really paying attention to softening the jaw, the eyes, the back of the throat. And then release that. And last one on the opposite side. As we roll down, soften it down. See what you feel is shifting. Good. Release that. And now just gently swing like two coat sleeves that are empty in a jacket. And I'm not touching the body, but I'm creating some air, some movement. Keep the breath moving. So you can keep your gaze forward or you can turn and look behind. That for me doesn't work, so I don't do it. Now I'm going to tap. This is a little wider in your stance, and we tap hips, front and back. This is opening the door of life. So this is a Qigong move. So where do you feel like a door is closed that you would like to open up? It could be the door of your own self, like, oh, I can't do that because it's going to do blah, 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 what if? What if you let go of what if? You reduce that sensation of limitation. And you open up into endless possibility. Now we're going to do shoulders and hips. So all these shoulders and things that we've releasing, we want to give it permission to let go gently. Good. And then just gently swing, just like that pendulum. It builds up, and then it slows down. Shake it out when you're ready. Bring your arms all the way up, 2 parallel lines. Inhale, lift up, look up gently, stretch it up. Squeeze the shoulders down, come right into your temple pose. To the back, 3 fingers fold, index finger points, thumbs crossed. Create a little space around your head. Soften the shoulders. And now rock. So we go from temple pose to crescent moon. And we open up along the side body. Right to left. Relax. Anything else? Come to neutral. Stretch it up, stretch it up, stretch it up. Wiggle it up. Let it go like slowly hit a balloon. Rock it down. Less, gain more. Why fight it? We don't want to push into pain. We want to push into healing or invite the body to move into healing. One more, come back to neutral, stretch it up, wiggle it up, take a breath, and then let it go. And rock. Gently side to side. And when I come back to the right side, if you're on the opposite side, it doesn't matter. I'm going to release and increase that movement. Again, relaxing into that stretch, inviting the body to move in its direction, so side to side. And then see if you can really roll it over. Move the hips. If you need to moan, go ahead. And then the other side. Work it out. One more on each side. You feel like you're opening up through the hips, the ribs, under the arms, all the way to the fingertips. Come to neutral, big V. Sink the shoulders down, twist, and hit the delete button. Inhale, lift up, look up, and delete. So what is it you hold up here? Can you let it go? Let go of even more stuff. Let it go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, opposite side. And bring it all the way up. Gentle back bend, forward fold. You don't have to go to the floor. Inhale, gentle back bend, forward fold. Inhale, gentle back bend, forward fold. Last one. Inhale, exhale, bring it down, shake it out, wiggle it out. Good. Now we'll put it together in a little flow. So stand in your tall, stretched posture. Take a breath. Inhale, lift up, gentle back bend, forward fold. Scoop the hands. Inhale, lift up, big V. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale up, right arm down, left arm over. You can look under your arm or not, opposite side. Inhale, gentle back bend, forward fold. Scoop it up, big breath, big V. Release. And up, and down, and up. Right arm down, left arm over. Opposite side, bring it up, back bend, forward fold. Last one, inhale, scoop it up, big V. Sink the shoulders, twist, let go. What you need, let go of what doesn't work. Arms up, right arm down, left arm over, opposite side, gentle back bend, forward fold. Hang it out. If you can come right down to the floor, great. Wiggle it out, move it out, shift it out. Tuck your chin, roll it up. Move the hips. Oh, y'all look taller. And then come back. Now, tall is, somebody said to me, I'm not that tall, but tallness is not just about height. It's about how you hold yourself. So unconsciously, if you are here, you're shrinking. You're protecting your heart. You're moving down and away. You want to stand up as tall as you can. Breathe. Feel that sensation one more time of you're standing at the top of the mountain. You're tall, you're light, you're spacious, you're at ease, and we're going to swing opposite hands. Soft elbows. Breathe. Now, feel like you're pulling up from your fingertips. It's not just this. You're pulling up with your fingertips. What's an intention you want to pull up? Breathe, breathe, breathe. You're going to feel warm. And then bring it down and pause and feel that. Good. I'm going to roll myself right back down to the mat. So I'm going to roll myself down. I'm going to stretch the spine as I come down. And then I'm going to bring it all the way down onto my hands and knees. When I come down this time into any variation of a child's pose that I want to feel that sensation of connecting. Front to the back, right to left, side to side. Feeling long and stretched and lengthened and calmer. And breathe. Good. Now, slide your hands back to frame your face. And your hands are wide. We're going to stretch through the shoulders. So I'm going to take my right arm and extend it. And I'm going to take my left arm and just prop it. Now this could be enough right here. Palm up if I can. And breathe. And stretch that arm forward and sink back a little bit. And if I'm totally comfortable and I want to go into the full expression of the pose, threading the needle, I slide my arm all the way under and I bring myself down. Breathe. And take a moment here. Bring out. Good. Slide that extended arm back. Roll yourself up nice and tall. I'm going to move, but you don't have to. And as you breathe right here, left arm extends, that right arm props, palm up, resting right into the forearm, bringing that wrist down. This could be enough. If you're comfortable, you inhale and maybe walk the fingers a little more. Feel that stretch under the arm, but don't go into pain. This could be enough. Or you go right into the full expression of the pose and you breathe. Good. Take a few breaths right here. Slide that arm back. That's extended forward. Bring yourself up. I'm going to swing my leg to one side. And I'm going to sit myself down. And I'm going to bring myself right into windshield wipers. So I walk my legs as wide as the mat. Heels are in toward the buttocks and the toes are out. And I want my legs wide. So make them as wide as the mat. If your legs are too close, you have nowhere to go. You have a lot of restriction. You want to sit yourself up as tall as you can, and you want to really work those hip flexors as deeply as is comfortable. See if you can keep your feet so you're rocking through the soles of the foot, moving from one side to the other. Breathe. And then pause and bring the soles of the feet together, arms around, sit up nice and tall and come right into your rocking butterfly. Shoulders are down, nice and centered and balanced. Breathing in and breathing out. Good, release, let that left leg be long, hug that right leg in, breathe. Again, feel that sensation of the torso moving into the thigh, shoulders down, relax the jaw, move your head, make sure it's not tight, breathe. We'll go right into pigeon. So we cross over into the number 4, and we rock gently here. If this is too much for your hip, if you have knee or hip replacement issues or pain or whatever, you do less. You can always bring your foot down to the ankle. You breathe right here. See if you can lift up, sink the shoulders down. Good. Bring the leg to the inside. Let it rest for a breath, getting a nice big stretch through the psoas, sitting up nice and tall, extended foot flexed up. Breathe. Now I'm going to take my right hand and let it rest here and stretch my left as far toward my toes. If I can touch them, great. Otherwise, I touch something on my leg. If I'm really comfortable and I'm really flexible, I can bring my hand behind my back and turn. And then I exhale and I bring it back and slide that leg long, and hopefully it's a little longer. I told you you'd be taller. And then the left leg comes in, and you hug it, shoulders down. Make sure your neck and your jaw are not tight. Feel the movement of the breath. Good. When you're ready, you cross over, flex that foot, rock it out. Be mindful what the extended foot is doing. Toes up, feel that extension through the whole leg. Good, pause, release that leg, let it rest right here. Sit up nice and tall. I'm going to stretch my arms. Now when I'm stretching, I don't want to collapse it, so I only go as far as is comfortable for me. So if it's comfortable here, this is where I go. If I can come a little more forward, that's great. If I want, I stay here. If I want, I can bring my hand behind my back and a nice little twist. But don't tighten that neck. And then release. Slide that leg long. Point your toes and flex and point and flex. Now when you point and flex, what's your jaw doing? The jaw has no business with the feet. Just as an observation. Breathe. So the jaw hinge is the most overworked hinge in the body. Chewing, grinding, stressing. I don't know. You could add your own list. Come forward a little bit. Soften the legs. Come back up. We're going to roll right onto our backs. So, down. Take blocked by the microphone. So you do the one that's most comfortable for you. Keep your feet soft, wiggle your toes, pedal your feet. Roll them around. Good. Bring your feet up to the sky, bend your knees, come right into your happy baby. Gentle rock. Make sure your throat's not tight, your gaze is soft, your breath is moving. my head and neck, then I don't do it. And you pause and come to center and relax. Right here, bend your elbows, come right into cactus arms, sink through the shoulder blades and let it rest. Take a breath. See if you can tuck that lumbar right into the mat. Bring your elbows in and out, slowly and gently. In and out. And in and out. And in and out. Make a fist when you come in. Make a fist. Thumbs are out. Stretch your fingers, expand it wide. Fist in. Contract, exhale. Expand it out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then rest. Roll your head if you need to, if you feel like your neck is tight, but don't go there if that's not comfortable for you. Breathe. You're going to walk your feet together, soles of your feet together, and you can leave your arms right where they are. If it's uncomfortable for you, you can move it to the letter T. If you need to, you bring your hands right to the ribs. And you're just going to rock out right here like your knees, your hips, your ankles, your feet are creating a little basket. And you're just rocking out the back of the pelvic girdle. And you pause. When you come to center and slide your legs long, go into your full body stretch. Take a big breath, a big stretch, wiggle out whatever needs to be moved, fingers, toes, stretch all out. Take a big yawn. Good, and then when you're ready, you come right back in and you rock out that back body. Now we're quickly coming into our Shavasana. So, best part of the whole practice. If you need to twist, if you need to rock some more, if you need a happy baby, if you need to go into a bridge pose, whatever you need, you can do. But as soon as you're ready, if you need to put on socks, if you need a jacket, if you need something under your head, you need a drink of water, whatever it is that you need, you get yourself settled. Now remember, in a traditional Shavasana pose, one foot is in each corner of the mat, the toes are out, and I bring my arms down and soften the shoulders, my head's at neutral. If for some reason this is uncomfortable for me for my lower back, then I bring my knees up to standing and I tuck that lumbar spine. And if this doesn't work, then I bring the knees together and just prop one into the other. Or I can roll all the way over onto my side body. So you pick the one you want. As we move into fall now, it's going to get cooler. So if you come physically to the class, you may want to bring an extra blanket or something to put underneath your head, or a washcloth to put over your eyes to move out light, or that sensation creates a little weight and relaxes the eyes and the forehead. As you breathe here in whatever position that is comfortable for you, let yourself land. As you let yourself land, do a little assessment. How do you feel? How do you feel different than you felt before? What was shifted? And then as you rest here, if there is a word, one little word that comes to mind, but it's got to be a healing word, a nourishing word, a word that's going to allow you to flourish. And if you want to add a mudra, you may use your fingers, touch your thumb to your index finger, that's peace. Thumb to middle fingers, patience. Patience with yourself, with other people, with the world, with circumstances, with your dog. I don't know. Touch your thumb to your ring finger, That's grounding, rooting, balancing, giving yourself permission to allow yourself to feel supported from the inside out. And then touching your thumb to your pinky finger, that's releasing and letting go, Jala Mudra, washing away, refreshing and renewing, creating space. If you really feel agitated, then your thumb comes into the center of your hands, fingers come over. This becomes Adi Mudra. This is creating calmness in the center of your being. It comes right into the base right here of the sternum. So if any of those call to you, that's your choice. If you're comfortable right where you are, that's where you are. And you breathe. And whatever the word is that you thought of, let it fulfill an intention in your mind, and then let it soften and rest in the heart. And let it move all the way down to digest in the belly, giving you an opportunity to bloom and grow. Doesn't matter the stage of life you're in. As you breathe in and you breathe out right here, just listen to the sound of the bowl. This is the F-tone bowl. It's a grounding bowl. Sometimes we unconsciously hold a little tension. We don't even know we're doing it. So really releasing from the inside out. Let yourself sink into the mat. Visualizing a place in nature that you love. Connecting back down to the earth. Connecting to the elements of the earth that are found as elements within the body. And then become aware of the rise and the fall of the breath and connect to the space and the air and the heavens above you. So see the sky and the light and the clouds and the birds and whatever else becomes your visual. And feel that whole right side of the body as it rests on the mat. And then feel the whole left side of the body as it rests on the mat. And focus on the bottoms of the feet, center of the hands, crown of the head. And feel like a star, and let that star shine right out through the heart. Up, out through the fingertips, up the crown of the head, down the bottoms of the feet, out through the toes. And then swallowing gently, tapping into the moisture in your mouth, connecting to that visual of water. Your mouth may feel a little dry, so at the end of the class, you really need to hydrate a little bit. A lot of it. And as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, anything else that needs to be addressed that will help you to create some more space, that will help you to reset your body, that will help you to activate the sensation of possibility, opportunity, pure potentiality, creativity, tapping into inspiration, intuition, imagination. Softening any other place that needs attention. Being firm with yourself. No, I'm not going there. No. Letting the sound of the bowl create a little bath of a cocoon of sound. And then surround yourself with the color pink. So this weekend we had, if you were in the right place at the right time in the right spot, you saw perhaps the aurora borealis. It was very pink. I did not see it at night, but I did see it in the morning. Very bright, vibrant pink. And the color pink comes from the color red, which is the color white. Red is the color of courage. and white is the color of clarity and opportunity. So when you put them all together, it takes courage to be clear that you deserve to hold joy within yourself without letting fear move in. So for just a moment, breathe in and out of this space into this cocoon of pink. You made the effort to come to create a practice for yourself. Let that be the start of your joy for this day. I am taking care of myself. I am breathing in and out. I am letting go. I am opening up to possibility. I am healing. I am resting. I am loving. I am forgiving. I am moving out of the way of the things that keep me stuck. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, for just a moment in the silence, if some thought comes, just let it go and just rest your mind, the busyness of your mind. May the silence where your calling dwells foster your freedom in all you do and all you feel. So give yourself the freedom to be who you were born to be, because that is enough. So go into your full body stretch it all out, take a big breath, take a big yawn, take a big sigh. When you're ready, bring your knees into your chest and rock it out a little bit from side to side. Transition into whatever is a comfortable seated position for you. Take your time. And when you've landed, just stir the pot a little bit. Move out anything else that needs to be shifted and invite whatever needs to come in to be the gift that you find in this day, and then reverse your circle. Try to do 3 rotations. 2, 3, and when you come back to center, release your hands and allow yourself to gather anything else that you need. Lifting up and bringing down, just like you're a magnet. Whatever you need will come to you at the right and you're relaxed and you're at ease and you're home within yourself, and you bring that all the way down. And then we seal the practice in Anjali Mudra. So we just bring our 2 palms together and we reach up into the north and we bring our hands right down through center to connect to the south and east and west, because we have our own compass rose within ourselves, and that will always lead us home. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Have a great day. Feel good. Eat some protein. Drink some water. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Take good care. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Thank you.